Okay, so this is Bicket, otherwise known as Benedict.
Sorry,
yeah.
keep going.
So, when did you join YAC?
In high school, year 9, and was it year 9? Year 9, so I don't know when that is. That's a bad question to ask.
2008.
A long time ago, I guess.
And we got Jack, how about yourself?
Yeah, I joined in 2009 as well.
Woo! So?
I helped Tammy make it in 2006.
And Tess?
And I joined in 2007.
Okay, so collectively as a group, what made you join YAC?
Free food, straight up.
Free food?
Community radio.
Fun. I wanted to join the council when I was 12 and they wouldn't let me, so I kind of just waited and waited and waited. And then Tammy said that if I joined community radio, I could do it
all the way around.
The council. If I joined the council,
yes,
I could do radio for free, so that kind of worked all together.
Okay, so what was the most memorable thing about being part of YAC?
Free food.
Okay, we got the free food bit.
And the cool people. We're all radical, man. Every single one of us.
Anyone else want to comment on that?
Making a difference in the community, maybe.
Yeah?
Everyone working together, and didn't matter where our ages or what schools we went to, just knowing we're all
and all
behind
those
the
free events where we used to give just the feeling of giving free shit to stuff and be
helping other people. It felt as if we actually had a power. We had a way of doing things and showing people that this is what we wanted and what we meant and what we needed to say, and it was just we could do it.
And so
and it was empowering.
Empowering. That's the word. That's the word I was going to use.
Empowerment for you.
Okay, so you mentioned events. What would be your favourite event that you guys did while you're on a YAC?
I don't know about my favourite, but my most memorable one was the one, the Albany Youth event. We had this skating competition or something.
National Youth Week launch?
National Youth Week, that's it, yeah. And I think we were doing mocktails at the time and popcorn.
And there was art comps and dance workshops.
Yeah, and just it was working at a massive event, but it was Albany, so it was small. Big, small event.
How about you, Jack?
I loved the youth forums.
So tell us about what are the youth forums? That's alright, this is a live recording.
So the youth forum, it was we got groups of students from all different schools to come together and work out issues and put forward ideas of what they thought Albany should be like. So, yeah.
Yes, that was your favourite thing. How many of those do you think you did in your time?
I did 3.
Okay, so?
I only remember going to one of those forums.
What was your favourite event or most memorable event?
Favourite? They're two very different things. The two. I can't, because the most memorable one was awful. No, the memorable one was awful. The ball. The mocktail ball was great. No, I got dumped by my boyfriend the day before. Okay, but that was... The event wasn't bad, that's personal reasons. But my favourite was the beach day that we threw the beach party. That was amazing. Because there was sumo suits and I got chased by children with sponges. The surfboard, that was fun. Trying to go on the mechanical surfboard. And there was the cowboy shootout thing. Yes. Were there sponges that we were throwing? Yes, that's what I got chased with. I had one of those big boards that you put your faces in and throw wet sponges at them. And the kids went mental. It was terrifying.
And I believe there was fairy floss.
Yes, there was.
Fairy floss.
And it was right on the beach. It was just really cool. And Albany's left us with good weather for us, so that was good.
Okay. Do you think the skills and stuff or what you did at YAC has helped you since you've left YAC?
Definitely, yeah.
Do you want to give us any examples?
Yeah, definitely. Well, first thing I thought of is just being a sort of more radical person, having those don't laugh, okay? Take yourself being serious. Having those role models, just really smart people that are willing to help the community, and then sort of getting those morals off them and sort of being cool as well. And then why are you laughing? Are you saying I'm not cool? But yeah, so that's a lot of I don't know, that helped a bit. And
being in YAC makes you cool.
Exactly, yeah. Being in YAC makes you cool. That's pretty much you get free food and you're cool, so I don't know, that's how it helps.
How about you, Jack?
YAC really helped with my public speaking. Like, most definitely.
Especially in the forums where we had to facilitate the group. That was kind of scary at first, but once you actually got into it, and it was really quite exciting. You're given a lot of responsibility. It was good.
What about you, Zoe?
Definitely. I'm the only one in my current team situation at work who knows how to take minutes at a meeting.
Wow.
Including my supervisor. So that's one thing. And it really helped in PE when we had to make speeches for English, because I used to hate public speaking, but I used to pretend that I was on youth radio when I did my speeches and oral presentations at uni and high school.
Like, it sounds really impersonal, but I found that it looks awesome on your resume. Like,
It does.
It really does. If people know that you
And they
are
wanna
a
know what you've
passionate
done.
individual that can work with people and you just because you're interested in it, and it's great, and it means you can get involved in so much other stuff. Like when we went to the YAC in Perth.
You have to explain what YAC is for those who don't know.
It was kind of like a statewide forum for all the youth councils all over WA. And Tammy, Nay and I did a road trip to Perth. We may have almost driven Tammy insane.
Oh, you did?
Yep, we did.
She's laughing behind there, guys.
It was great. It was really cool.
Backwards and forwards, crying and Emma.
And I believe you went to a YAC as well.
I did.
Yeah,
There
you
was,
did.
oh man.
That was the boys' trip.
That was the boys' trip. That was pretty radical.
Was that with Kieran?
That was with Kieran, yeah. But good times. Nothing kinky happened, thankfully. They didn't.
What do you mean, thankfully?
Thankfully. He drove
But that was awesome. I mean, there was a lot of like sort of boring moments where you're sitting there, but they had like one or two sort of games and also like the free food once again. They had these amazing scones with cream. I couldn't get enough of those.
Yeah, when you're a student, free food is the best thing on the planet.
Going back to what Tess said though, I think that the having the fact that you worked in YAC is like, I don't know, it's a really good sort of point to bring up. You can sort of brag about it all the time, which is what I do at work. Sometimes people are like, blah blah blah, and then I'm like, no, I worked at YAC, I'm a youth advisor, okay? Shut your mouth, go back to work.
So, what message would you give to any person who's considering joining a YAC but not too sure? What would be your words of wisdom or...
Don't think about it, just do it.
Yeah, just go for it.
I'd say that.
So many benefits.
I'd say that to someone who wasn't even considering going the YAC, to be honest. I think everyone deserves it. It's brilliant. Unless you're not very cool.
There's often those times, like a lot of people find when they start something new, there's after the initial excitement of something, you sort of, there's a lull in the novelty of it, and often people don't push through that, but if you do, it'll change your life, like amazingly. Like we all met because of youth council, and we met all these other people because of youth council, and as a result we've ended up, like Tam said when she came up to see us, we've done some pretty impressive things with our lives so far, and we're still on 25.
Yes, we are still under 25.
Yeah, we are.
Word.
I thought you were saying that we were 25. I'm like, wait, hold up, you're 25? What do I know about you?
It's a lie, no. It's so good. You don't think about how much time it will take up, because there's no such thing as too busy. When you're enjoying what you're doing, there is no such thing.
So, did you guys find it a struggle when you were, in year 10, 11, 12 to juggle school, some of you's worked, plus YAC commitments? Was that something you found as a trial, or do you think people should embrace the challenge?
There were times when, like, I remember Jack and I, just because we're at the same school, we had to sort of catch up on meetings and stuff because we had to study, but I find you become more productive when you've got less spare time.
You learn to manage your time a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact that, like, I found it a bit difficult sort of just for transportation wise, but having like the free taxi services like allowed it to be a lot easier to manage it. Yeah.
And you get good at juggling. I remember sitting in radio stations, studying while the music's playing, or talking with Nay about the English class or the history class, and just going, okay, and then we went back to been on radio,
And
been
we're back
awesome,
on
and then
radio.
we'd put a CD on and then we'd go back to being studying PE students.
Yeah.
Okay, any final messages that you guys want to share with any potential new YAC person?
Just do it. Like, you won't regret it. In fact, you'll
What
love
is
it.
the-
Get a
to lose.
t-shirt. Get an awesome
I
t-shirt
still
with
wear
a
my
purple
t-shirt.
YAC.
You get a badge and free food.
Purple and green.
And taxis.
Free food.
So it's just like, why is there? Why would you not join when it's like amazing?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.